Welcome back, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Silverman here, Chief Investment Officer of the world. I wish. No, I'm just kidding. Chief Investment Officer, that's been my background in my career, and I love doing research on all new fancy investment themes. And I'd love for you to come and join me and learn with me. And so I started this series called Come Learn With Me, whereby I take all the videos and articles that I curate on my social media platforms over the week, and then I score them and I see which ones you all liked, and I will read them again. For me, they're a second reading, maybe a third sometimes, and I will read them again. And we do a Come Learn With Me session. So we follow some interesting themes. If you want to know what those are, take a look down below this in the writing section. You'll see a link to some mini groups which we curate. We have them on Facebook, but we also have them on LinkedIn. They're more popular on LinkedIn. And we track some pretty interesting investment themes. So just to give you a flavor of what those are, we've tracked aerospace and defense has been a long-standing theme for us as we look for investments in that space. Crypto, same. Uranium, same. Cybersecurity is one that we've taken a long look at as well. So we don't always do the war-based themes. We've got cannabis there, which I think is completely the opposite. And we look at the investment universe and we see and try and take a look at where the mass psychology is heading. So with that said, let's look at this article, which is actually fairly short because it has a podcast link, which is very good, and I recommend you listen to it. So this was episode 7, NFTs, the energy behind crypto and Web 3.0. What is Web 3.0? We're hearing that a lot. I think that's the blockchain-enabled web. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, have been around for a while, but 2021 has been the year in which they've gained real traction with a cadre of individual users, venture capitalists, the media, and corporations seeking to deepen relationships with their customers. But despite all the hoopla surrounding them, they remain a mystery for many people. In this episode of In Search of Green Marbles, we continue our Web 3.0 series by explaining what NFTs are and providing a macro framework for understanding the importance to our future. And we'll come back and listen to a little bit of that in a sec. For context, the prior 2 episodes in our series on Web 3.0 define the concept of Web 3.0 and then delve into the pronounced, persistent, and pervasive nature of cryptocurrencies. Here, Geordie starts by making the connection between managing portfolios and running businesses, both having required him to investigate issues that he did not understand enough. In the past, this required him to spend time in China and Silicon Valley, but now Geordie is investing his energy into NFTs. Geordie says of all the things he has studied to fit with macro framework, within a macro framework, NFTs are possibly the most important and innovative approach to thinking that he's ever witnessed. The 2 most important traits that impact Geordie's macro thinking are the amount of capital and talent flowing into the area. But relative to other important trends, which took decades to impact the macro economy, NFTs are making an impact at an exponential pace. Based on his early interest in the blockchain, Geordie references a TED Talk entitled How the Blockchain Will Radically Transform the Economy. And there's a link to this down below. Fast forward to today, Geordie found himself rewatching his TED Talk and finding that everything predicted about the blockchain then has materialized with NFTs today. Geordie and G3 acknowledge the hoopla surrounding NFTs in the art world, but when it comes to determining an appropriate valuation for digital art, Geordie recalls a lesson he learned at Manhattan College based on the famous quote that something is only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. So in Geordie's mind, it's not a question if $69.3 million fetched by Beeple in March for a digital work is worth it. In fact, Geordie believes the work may wind up being worth much in the long run, giving it seminal place within the NFT art market. May wind up being worth much more, maybe. Beyond art, the other area that Geordie sees NFTs impacting the broader economy include real estate, which Geordie says is the original non-fungible asset. The adoption is happening at a faster pace than even experts in the space can fully appreciate. Geordie is also bullish on so-called experiential NFTs, which enable people to relive special sports moments, and utility-based NFTs. The conversation concludes with a discussion of play-to-earn gaming, which Geordie believes is a global phenomenon that will have far-reaching implications for the macroeconomy. Sounds pretty cool, huh? How should allocators and individuals invest in NFTs? Please tune in to find out. Please subscribe to InSearch, blah, 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 wherever you get your podcasts. If you have any questions or comments, please email g3 at gweiss.com. And here, there's the TED Talk. Let's have a brief listen in, okay? We'll just go somewhere random. See what this is. Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to come out in the recording or not, but check it out, guys. NFTs, the next layer on top of cryptos. Cryptos make NFTs possible in the new Web 3.0. If you want to know more about this and how we invest in this space, more importantly, check out some of the links below. Ritterband Invest, Looking Over the Manager's Shoulder are two programs where we bring you specific investment recommendations in that space. So hope you enjoyed this. Join me again for another Come Learn With Me session. Greg Silverman out for now.